Good evening, guys. Sorry I'm late. I was supposed to start exactly at 5, but you know, African time, as they always say. So, the long awaited concert happened on Saturday, and on Saturday, and of course, I was still in the ambience of the. I was still in the ambience of the concert. I stayed for a few days after the concert, and yeah, that's why I didn't have time immediately after the concert. So, and yeah, that's why I didn't have time immediately after the concert. So people were definitely looking forward to the concert. Promotions were done. I'm very glad that I met so many people who are from the you know, the whole team that was involved in the preparations and the promotions of ENG Arena. Thank you, Petro Chango. Oh yeah, you saw me. Why didn't you say hi, surely? Why didn't you say hi? Oh my God. It was nice to see you too. Oh, thank you so much. I was also glad to see so many people who recognized me at the concert. I met someone who has a very big page called B&B. Yeah, I follow her so much, and I didn't see the face behind the. I didn't know the face behind that page. So when we met, in fact, she's the one who recognized me and said, "Ah, Sherry de Benstown, I know you." And that day we snapped photos, and it was just a wonderful. It was a wonderful. I arrived. Keep tapping so that at least the live stays. Let's keep tapping. So I arrived. Hi, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. So I arrived on Saturday morning because I was still working. So if it were my wish, I definitely would have loved to be there maybe on a Friday or even on a Thursday just to get a feeling of how people are coming in. But it wasn't possible. I had to work. And now it meant I had to come to Brussels on Saturday, the day of the concert. I arrived on Saturday at around 9:40, towards 10. I arrived. I came with the train and I arrived at Gare de Midi, it was a central station. And when I arrived there were so many people who are also coming with their suitcases, checking in hotels, checking in at the train station, and you definitely knew that they were coming for the concert. Why? Because most of them were talking in Lingala. Most of them were speaking in Lingala. Most of them were Congolese. Hi. Yes, most of them were Congolese, and you just had a feeling, everybody's coming here because of the concert. We went and we checked in. Even at the reception, you'd meet people who are, it's either they're speaking in the Lingala language or they're speaking in French, but you knew that these people have also come for the concert. Even the people at the hotel, people who are receiving you, already knew that there was something that was going on in Brussels on Saturday. And this is my point. If you want to know as an artist your magnitude or your power, it is in such kind of events. Before even the event, the place where the event is going to take place must feel your presence. That's how you know how powerful you are. If the hotels felt it, the taxis felt it, the restaurants felt it, the bars felt it, then you know how powerful you are. Most hotels were packed, most hotels were filled. I'm definitely going to come to that, Derek. I'm definitely going to. Brussels was very busy everywhere. The taxis were, in fact, you would even, if you order for an Uber or you order for a Bolt, it was taking time before it comes. They were busy. Everything was moving. Now, after I checked in, we went for lunch with my friends. After I checked in, we went in for lunch, and we went at Matonge. Matonge is like it's like an African street. It's a Congolese street. The name Matonge, the street Matonge is also, there's also a street in Kinshasa called Matonge. So you, of course, you know that you go to Matonge, you're going to see a lot of Congolese restaurants, Congolese salons, Congolese people. That is like a place where you need to. If you're an African, you go to Brussels, you must visit Matonge just to have an African feeling. We went there for lunch, and even the hotels you check in, you order for something, it takes time before they deliver for you. Why? Because people are many. Sometimes you get into a place, there's no space to sit. The evening traffic was super too much. There was traffic everywhere. It was too much. There was traffic everywhere. It was unimaginable. But there is no difference between the events of the ambience of Saturday in Brussels and the ambience that was there in France last year when there was the double Adidas Arena. That was almost the same thing that happened. You would feel it that everywhere is busy, everything is happening in Brussels. What was a bit different was maybe Geneva, because Geneva is an expensive town, so I kind of did not feel that busyness that was there in Paris as the one that was in Geneva, maybe for some other reasons. But exactly the same experience in France, in Paris, was the same experience in Brussels. I mean, as far as hotels, restaurants, bars, and whatever is concerned. In Matonge, people were making their hair, girls are putting their makeup, fixing their wigs, men are getting their cuts. Some men are standing outside, some women are standing outside. The ambience is there, music is playing. And another thing, every restaurant that we went to, thank you, every restaurant that we went to was playing Ferregola's music. It's like everybody knew, somebody called, there's an artist that is performing, and everybody that's going to step this restaurant is a fanatic of that guy. Ferregola's music was being played, and everybody that's going to step this restaurant is a fanatic of that guy. Ferregola's music was being played every you go. Any bar you get into is Ferregola's music. Hotels, even the restaurants. I mean the bars. That's what I want to say. The bars. You go for a drink, it is Ferregola's music. It didn't matter whether the spot belongs to a Congolese or not. Everybody knew, and that is how powerful an artist can be. That is how you know how powerful an artist is. The day of the concert, I mean, when now we went to the arena, of course, I'm yet to find out a sect of Africans who know how to turn up for an occasion as the Congolese crowd in terms of outfits. Those people dress like it's the last day for dressing. I'm fine, I'm good. I'm telling people my experience about the concert of Ferregola on Saturday. There are no Africans who know how to appear for an occasion like Congolese people. They dress to kill. They dress like it is the last day. They dress like it is a matter of life and death. Every restaurant in Brussels dress like it is the last day. They dress like it is a matter of life and death. Every restaurant in Brussels, bar, hotels, they made a lot of money around where there's some special meat that apparently is over there. So most people in Belgium, in Brussels, what get this is now like Sunday of it, and there was no meat. There was no meat. It was finished. You go to a place and they tell you that there's no meat. That is how significant it was. So I want to believe the money that rich that was made on that weekend of the 6th, 7th, and 8th Brussels was felt. And me, whatever people say about, I analyze the different. I look at the effect of an artist. I look at the power an artist has. You'd think that Fere was, I tell you. So on the day of the concert, of course, there were people who are like interviewing those that are coming to ask them, how do you feel? So on the day of the concert, of course, there were people who are like interviewing those that are coming to ask them, how do you feel? Where are you from? And all that. So me, I was just listening to what people are saying because I wanted to know where I'm coming from. People came from Finland. People came from Japan, China, Dubai, Zambia, New Jersey, Canada. For you to spend money on your train or your flight from another continent is something. Canada. For you to spend money on your train or your flight from another continent is something was it's crazy. I mean, this guy his magnitude is on another level. So it's just generally mood arrows, I believe, like that from Saturday as I walked in that seat. There was actually about it was raining. The weather was playing on side. The weather fit the concert. The line and the rain. People will carry is but not good and get better. Yeah, that's anything and people will see. As we when we got a concert, we want to wake up and then the sun one and then the rain wants to like come in between. Ah, spoil you like okay, anyway, put under the rectify. I think the people who are doing the ticketing also need to know about it. The ticketing went extremely fast. The lines were long, people were many, but check-in happened very, very fast. That was something that I also noticed and I appreciated. So now we get into the concert very, very fast. That was something that I also noticed and I appreciated. So now we get into the concert. Of course, people that are called categories. Those people that perform first of all before the artist himself. So there was a young girl called Tracy Lakayen. Tracy Lakayen is a young girl. What I loved about Tracy Lakayen's performance was she did a rendition of old hits, classical hits. I'm allowed, although if I listen to CJ by them, I feel now I've come for the concert. So she did a rendition of CJ Savesa songs, older hits from Jibe Mpiana. He did older hits from Gramo Pau, just to give us like the nostalgia or to give us like Piana. He did all the hits from Gramo Pau, just to give us like the nostalgia or to give us like, what Congolese music or rumba Congolese is all about. You cannot speak of Ferregola without speaking about Madilu system and the Franco Macchiadis. And I think that was something that was really, really well thought out as somebody who was like the first curtain raiser of the event. And then there was someone also called as somebody who was like the first curtain raiser of the event. And then there was someone also called Christy Diamond. Christy Diamond has someone who has done a song with Rego. I think the title of that was released last year towards the end. She performed and it was just nice. The thing with Diamond is the crowd to listen to Gola Rumba Congolese. So and she kind of is like an urban artist. So the only people who are global is that song collabo that they did with Ferregola. And about his invitees, people have talked about, people have always called Ferregola the local artist. People have talked about, people have always called Ferregola the local artist. It is something that a tag that has been attached to him for a very long time. But I think the fact that he is doing his concerts without the assistance of this so-called urban artist is a sign of power. It demonstrates how powerful he is. Like he can actually pull a crowd without the help of urban artists. The advantage of urban artists is that people who are living abroad know them. If you're talking about people like K Black or Naza or Aya Nakamura, those are artists who are based in Europe and they have already made a name and a mark in Europe, so people know them. So if you invite them put them on your flyer, or this person is going to come and this and this, chances are people who know and love them will turn up just to have a glimpse of them, or just to have an experience of them. Are people who know and love them will turn up just to have a glimpse of them, or just to have an experience of them. But Feregola does his concerts and invites exclusively African artists who are based in Africa. I think the message that he tries to pass is that um, I can do it without them. I don't need them. I don't need them to pull a crowd. I have people who love me, I have people who follow me, and I have people who are willing to cross borders to come and attend my event. And for people to be willing to spend so much like that, to come and watch you, to come and experience you, it means you're doing a good job. It means they know that they are not going to be disappointed doing a good job. It means they know that they are not going to be disappointed. And they will not be disappointed because you know your job. So you see, it's one thing depends on the other, as it is. Thank you so much, Papito Mbala, for the flowers. Thank you, merci beaucoup. So that is something that I think people are overlooking, the fact that he has been able to fill up this salle mythique. It's called salle mythique. Passion d'Avril, I love the that guy is something else. Thank you for the gift. Let me do the way they normally do on the TikTok. Yes. Thank you so much. So I think that is something that people overlook, that it is not easy to be an artist that is based in Africa, to put performances abroad and fill up these large halls, yeah, these large venues, without the assistance of artists who are based where you want to perform. So I did not mention names, though, but of course the difference is clear. It means Feregola on his own, as an African artist, or an artist that is based in Africa, was able to fill up a capacity of 15,000 people without the help of people, of artists who are well known abroad, who have was able to fill up a capacity of 15,000 people without the help of people, of artists who are well known abroad, who have a name abroad, who have abroad. People fill up indies, people like Metro Games, or just people that they fill up very large spaces in a days. But he decides, you know what, with all due respect, you guys are doing your own thing, but I am a man and I want to try and do things my own way. Let me see how far I have gone. My capacity. How big am I? How powerful am I? Boy, I is powerful. People filled up that arena. Everybody was there. So the other invitee that I really loved his performance was Pomba. Deplik Pomba needs a concert. He needs to put a concert very soon. I forgot to mention something. The other reason why I think Feregola insists on doing, concerts on his own, is because doing live performances is not a joke. Doing live performances without the help of any sort of machine is not a joke. And those people that do rumba Congolese are the only people who know what it takes to pull. Hello, sis. I'm fine. Tina Lagrande. Naza bien, bonio. I'm telling people about the concerts. It is not easy to sing live. You need to have like a very powerful lungs to be able to sing and hold those octaves enough for that entire crowd to get you. Eh? C'est bon. Anna, c'est bon. You see, so Deplix Pomba's performance was a sign for me that artists that do rumba Congolese need to be appreciated and they need to be respected. It is not easy to do a live show, to sing live for 2 hours or 3 years. Gauloise de Papa Hervé, Bonivino. Bonivino. Hmm? Nazo expliquer bafan na nga ndenge concert elekaki. Hmm? Mapesa de joy. Thank you so much. You see, um, Deplik Pomba did a very good performance. He had a few of his naza bien mapesa, naza bien, bunio. Oyakaki na concert. Yeah. So it is not easy to do live performances. Deplik Pomba's performance before Lepa, because it was the last curtain raiser before the group Jet Set, climbed the podium, and his performance was good. He knows how to engage with the crowd. He knows how to improvise, because if you're an artist, if you're a Congolese artist, or anyway, that's the wrong phrase. If you're a rumbist, yeah, I think I need to like very, very, very specific. If you are a rumbist, then you must have the capacity to improvise instantly on stage. It means you must be able to create something that you didn't prepare for, that you didn't, practice for on the spot. And Deplik did that. There were some songs that he was singing, and bien penda bure mam vile wewe una asante asante. Lepadre ni star wetu, tunampenda sana. We really, really love him. He's a great guy. He's a great star, and is representing Congolese music and African music, yeah, with a lot of dignity and respect. So he needs to be loved. He needs to be supported all the way. Um, you need to be able, as a rumbist, yeah, you should be able to improvise on spot. So he did everything. He sang, he connected with the crowd, he improvised. It was like he was communicating with the crowd, things that are supposed to be done, things that an artist is supposed to be doing when on stage. So then the Jet Set people came in on the podium, and of course they were singing. First of all, the group, the boys have to dance and bring a little bit of an ambience, before the star himself comes. When the star came, ah, Ferregola has been criticized a lot about his entrance. People have said a lot about how he comes on stage. People are like, it is too soft, it is too flat, it is too boring. He just walks. And understand you're the right Mulakisi. We now Lakisayo, mengapi nazomeka. Na yebi menazomeka nanu. African Karen. Yeah, thank you. We learn together. It is a sweet language. It's a language that everybody would love to learn. So, of course, we learn together. We are all learning. First of all, he had already been criticized about how his entrance, how he comes on the stage. So everybody already tell me, oh, Papa Hervé, this time around, please try. We are not happy the way you're always, we are being criticized all the time. Oh, do this, or do this, or do this. Your star is not, your star doesn't have a spectacular entrance, so try. So I think he was like, okay, I'll listen to my Gauloise. I will listen to them, and then he came. Eh, eh. First of all, he came, of course, with the Amour Eliswa. That was the song he started with. And the guitars, the pianos that normally play before then, they played for like 2 minutes. People are looking around, looking up, looking left and right, wondering where is he going to appear from. And they also let people on suspense. And then all of a sudden, there was this red chair, that looks like those chairs that are normally for the kings. In the middle of the podium, there was smoke around it, and then he started this fast sound. He sang, and he was also wearing red. Now, throughout the whole concert, Le Padre changed 3 times. Usually, he changes 2 times. That was also something that was remarkable. Like, oh, this time around, Leader has decided to change 3 times. And that first outfit is something that is similar. Hi, Caesar. Thank you so much. I was so happy to meet you. I was so happy to meet you. I was happy to meet you. Oh my God, it was my pleasure. It was really, really my pleasure. Thank you so much for even recognizing me. Because I didn't know. Like, Sherry, it was my pleasure. It was really, really my pleasure. Thank you so much for even recognizing me. Because I didn't know. Like, Sherry, stuff. It was a wonderful moment meeting you. So Lepatre's first outfit was as a look of the Ninja Turtle. Those who have baby boys or those who ever watch Ninja Turtle, you know, you know that the outfit looked like the one for the Ninja Turtle, and I think that was also a coded message, because the Ninja Turtle is the character that is always attacked and wins. The whole of the series of the Ninja Turtle is always a combat. It's always a combat. They're looking turtle is always a combat. It's always a combat. They're looking for him, and he's supposed to fight, and he's supposed to, I don't know, kill who and finish who and finish who. So I think that was also a coded message. Also, the message of him sitting on that chair was also a coded message that, you know what, I am the crown prince of Rumba Congolese, and if care is not taken, I am going to be the king of Rumba Congolese. I'm telling you, they are not going to know this. So that was something that was remarkable. Me, I usually look at things on a deeper perspective. So I think that was why that outfit was picked to depict or to send a very coded message. And I think the message was extremely clear. You know what? Combat me the way you want to combat me. Put every challenge you want to combat me, but I am ready for war and I'm ready to be winning every single time. Eh, ah, if you are not a fan of Ferregola, what are you doing? Where are you? If you don't love that guy, where are you? And people love that man genuinely. There were places where we were on restaurants and somebody is talking to someone else on the phone. And it's like they are fighting. You're like, why are you people fighting? Yes, I'm on YouTube, BNB. In fact, I want to just after this I'll transfer the live to my YouTube page. I'm on YouTube. Mama. Thank you. If you're not a fan of Ferregola, then who are you? Whose fan are you? I mean, you want to be on the wrong side of history. Other the guys, people are quarreling, people are willing to fight, people are willing to break their families because of Fere. Because they're like, you know what? Fere is not your mate, man. Fere is not your mate. If you don't like it, that's your business. I don't talk about it. I mean, Goluas, there are three sets of fans of Fere Gola. They are the Goluas, those are the men. Bonjour, Lady D. The men are the Goluas, the Golua. The women are the Goluas with an SE at the end. But people who are fighters, soldiers of Ferregola are called gladiator. So there are those of us who are a bit gentle, but there are those who are willing to fight for this man. They were also there at the concert. What was the entrance experience? I missed that bit. I came late. I already explained it. The entrance was it was already criticized before. They're already criticizing for a very long time that his entrance is normally very flat, that he should change it and all that. And I think it was already in plan that this time around it should be a bit different. So of course the guitars were playing and everybody's looking up and down to look for him. And I think they delayed, and that delay was also intentional. It was supposed to bring out suspense, and then he just appeared you know like some magic happened, and he was in the middle of the podium sitting on a seat, a chair that looked like the one of a king. He's wearing red and all that. It was amazing. I think Faye One Way Production is going to release the concert on his official YouTube page. I think they're still just organizing stuff, but they will. The concert will be uploaded very soon. I hope so. I really hope they do, because it is something that everybody wants to, even those that attended like us, we want to have like a place where we're always just looking at that concert. So people who sing for Le Padre, Tisha huwa picha ya padre, please. Madam, nataka Mapesa, can you contact this lady called Lady D? Huyu ndio mtu atakupimp na hizo mashati. Lady D ndio huyu yuko hapa. Lady D, kindly ebu tag huyo Mapesa tu umpimp, anataka shati. Hi, Prince Muzalendo. Hi. Yeah, Lady D will pimp you, Mapesa. She's going to organize you. She's the person who has this amazing outfits. This is like the Roomba lover, yeah, and the other merchandises as well. Lady D is the person. So there are artists, particular artists who play in the orchestra of Ferregola that were denied visas last year. The same people were also denied visa this year. We are not going to talk much about the visa part because we don't want to make some people feel extremely powerful than they are. But I want to look at the positive side of it because sometimes it is important to look at the glass half full and not half empty. If you have a glass and there is there's some liquid inside, if it's half, it is either you decide to see whether it is half empty or half full. So I am decided to look at the glass half full. Guest. Okay. I have already sent you a request. Huh? Prince Muzalendo, na wewe pia unitumie request ili upande. Send me lakini nimetuma. Anyways, so amongst the people that were denied visas were this animateur, people who give us the ambience of dancing, people who do the sebenes for us. They were denied visas. Most of them were. We only had one animateur that was there. But this is something that I noticed after the concert that Ferregola was also doing the animation. Like he has that capacity. He can sing, but he can also do the animation, which means he's not somebody you can intimidate by removing people who are supposed to bring the spectacle. Of course, it will be a bit tedious for him because he's supposed to just sing and guard his voice. But if need be, I'll work. Eh, eh, and he's so good at it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the next time Ferregola has a concert, please do not miss, guys. Do not miss this guy. Please don't. So he sang a lot of songs. He sang Ma Meilleure Chemise. He sang Realite. He sang Mea Culpa. He sang Second Chance. And of course, the songs that he was doing, the collabos that he did with the invitees. That was like the lineup of the songs that he did. Of course, in between there was always changing of clothes or doing sebene. They danced Boss. I love that sebene of the Boss. I love it. They have not performed it for a very long time, but it was nice. The highlights, of course, were the invitees that came to sing with him inside the concert. Ah! There is no collabo that happened on that podium that was most explosive than the one of Soleil Wanga and Charles de Paul Ferregola. You know, a good singer, a good vocalist is always happy when he or she is singing with another good vocalist. If you are somebody who knows how to sing and you're standing with somebody who you yourself is a good singer, there's always joy. Le Padre was smiling the whole time Soleil was singing. It's like, man, this guy. Soleil Wanga is underrated. That man is underrated. And somebody needs to tell me why. Why is Soleil Wanga underrated? That guy has lungs for days. Eh, eh. It was like a battle. We were experiencing a battle. And these are some of the things that make me love Ferregola because he is bringing back things that was like he's making sure that the way Rumba Congolese was being done is not lost. at all. During the eras of Papa Wemba and Evoloko and King Kester, that is how they used to do them. Some Mangwanas and so that is how they used to do their concerts. They used to do a battle. You come, there's another artist that comes, you sing together. I am singing a verse, you come and answer it. You sing, I answer it. It's like a battle, but on vocal cords. Ah, please. I had hoped that Soleil Wanga was going to come, and I was justified. I am telling you, it was, according to me, the performance between Ferregola and Soleil Wanga was the highlight amongst the three of them that sang together with him. Of course, everybody has their own opinions. Some people would think GDT's part was good, or Deplik did not sing much with him because he curtain raised before, and by the time he was being called onto the podium, it was a bit late. They were almost closed. We were almost closing, and they just did the chorus and a few lines of the songs. But the highlight was definitely Soleil Wanga, because they also knew that, this guy can sing like me, man. I cannot challenge him. So let's try our vocal cords. The professionalism of Ferregola was also executed when he was singing with Soleil Wanga, because a good artist knows when to raise the octave and when to reduce the octave. Ah, when he started singing, he was on a normal octave, normal pace. But Soleil took it. Hi, Candy Fab. Hello. Hi. Ça va? Bonsoir à tous. I'm training my Lingala and my French at the same time. A good artist knows how to compliment a fellow artist when they are singing. And this guy called Ferregola, as a guest, who else am I going to do this for? Invitation. I've invited you, Prince Mzalendo. You could come up. A good artist knows when to compliment the other artist, and Ferregola is the best version of it. I mean, I've not seen an artist like him. He's exemplary. When they were doing albums at Wenge Musica, Mesomer, when they are used to do concerts, Prince Muzalendo, nimekutumia invite request invite here. Hi. When they used to do concerts with Werason has a lower voice texture. So he used to know when there were lines that were him before Werason or Werason before him, he knew when to go high and when to go low. That same thing he did with Soleil Wanga. When he started low, Soleil went up, he went low again. Soleil now had to come down, then he climbed, and Soleil was, it was a beautiful performance. I was screaming the whole time. I was screaming. In fact, I felt like they should repeat. They should repeat that part. They should repeat that part. Show me, mommy. I was feeling like they should repeat that part of that. Bonsoir, yeah, yeah. Bonsoir, ça va bien? Raïs. Ça va, Raïs. That is a quality of a good artist. A good artist knows how to compliment another artist on the scene, on the podium. So you cannot beat this guy to his. The professionalism of that guy. No, 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 no. Ferre knows music. Ferre he has studied music. He has studied rumba Congolese. You cannot beat him to that. I loved it. I loved his performance with Roi Soleil. Roi Soleil is really Roi Soleil. And even the outfit of Roi Soleil, you felt like, this is a true son of Quadra. This is a true son of Mopao. He looked like his daddy, I tell you. He dressed like his daddy. Charisma like his daddy. Huh? outfit, he was just screaming. You guys know who my father is. Oh my god, I loved Rasole. So he has a concert somewhere in August. We'll look about it later on. So after that, there was that performance with Jidete Mulopwe. And then after all, there is when I noticed that the people that sang with Merci Rice, Merci Rice, Merci beaucoup, Merci beaucoup. I noticed that Fere, the padre, was very wise in the choice of people that he wanted to sing with. He made sure that he invited one person who was like Yaya Naye, Leki Naye, na Master Naye. It doesn't get better than that. I mean, you make sure that at least I have three generations on the same podium. The ones who are coming after us, the ones who I am with, and the ones who are older than me. It doesn't get better than that. We're just hoping that at some point maybe he'll get to invite Malaj de Lugendo. That's also the only other person that I am longing to experience them together on the same podium. Malange de Lugendo and Le Padre. Maybe it will come some other time. During the whole concert, can I just say that everybody was singing? Golwas were just singing everything that he was singing. Come and see dancing, ambience. People are no. Fere has fans. Fere has people who love him, and they love him passionately. Eh, you guys can keep all your trophies. Ha. Bovanda na baviza na bino, bovanda na ba nini na ya bino. Ba trophée na bino. Fera utika kaka na ba fan na ba vrai. Yeah. Tika Black. I tell you people no. Fere has fans. Fere has people who are willing to go extra miles for him. They're willing to do things for him. You think he has ana bezwe na ba nini na bino yote. Awa soki nini ana bezwe na ngote. Yasa aka na bagolwa na suki wana. It's enough. That's all he needs. If you want to take everything, you want to take it. Bokanga penza ma visa na bino nyoso. Ye kaka na bagolwa na is going to make you people suffer. I'm telling you. Bobika. They love him passionately. I tell you. Me, and that is why I don't even want to make a big deal out of the visas because ya rais bavanda na bavisa na bango bavanda pe na banini na bango biso kaka na fere na biso. If you want to finish fere, then make sure that his fans are not there because that is his force. That's a bad joke. I'm like, we saw everybody. I saw everybody that I wanted to see I mean face to face. We saw everybody. I saw everybody that I wanted to see I mean face to face. I saw Mama Beast. I saw people who are from Goloa Forever. I saw Espoir. I met Full Option. I met. I saw all of them. It's just that Congolese are very reserved people, and they just love themselves, So unless you really force your way into them, these are very reserved people, and distance anyway, and that was just okay. I do understand how I know how they click. Eh, Botica Black. Botica Black. Thank you, son. Thank you. Guy has fans. People who are willing to go extra. Me, when I heard that there's somebody who has come from Japan. Mtu auti penza Japan. Oh, someone came from Japan to come and see Ferregola. What is it me that just came from the other side? I mean, where I live is like the border of Belgium. We have a borders with Belgium. So like, okay, you came from the other side. Somebody flew from Finland. Somebody flew from New Jersey to come and see. Hey, yeah. You guys don't know that guy. And I don't know how much he trains, but he was so strong. He did the concert, he came for the after party, and there was also another showcase that he had to do after that. And I didn't attend the showcase. I was at the after party of Golwa Forever. Later on is when I'm seeing the images of the after, the other one, the showcase that he went. So I'm seeing him dancing up and down. I was like, this guy is energetic, man. Where is he getting all the energy to dance still, perform, and create all this ambience? Ah, no. You need to be a complete artist to be able to talk in front of somebody like Ferregola. No, that's what I'm saying without even thinking two times. That is the truth, man. Guy has gone another level. Guy has mastered the art of being a rumba artist, of being a rumba Congolese artist. Anyways, the after party is where Le Padre um, gave his vote of thanks. I think because the concert was very, he didn't have the opportunity to speak to us because of time. We started late because people were many outside, checked in late, and instead of starting at 8, he started at 8:40, close to 9. So that way there were a lot of things that had to happen quickly. So the vote of thanks was given at the after party, which was being hosted by Golwa Forever and Mama Bernice, Napesi Mama Bernice Mbote. It was nice to meet you. Napesi Pe Espoir Mbote. It was really nice to meet you guys. Gave me a very wonderful reception. It was nice. So at the after party is where the padre told us that give us thanks, and this is I think this is like the part where people love him, when he recognizes the efforts that people do to come and support him. And we are hoping that other artists might follow suit, but also it's Yashua Nabino. You can decide whether you want to do it or not, but it is a very good thing for an artist to recognize the efforts of that fans do for him or her. He said, I know you guys left your kids, you left your jobs, you probably called in, got holidays, spent money on air tickets and train tickets, spent on hotels just to come down and support me. And I'm not taking it for granted. I am not myself if you are not there. I am where I am because you are where you are. I am who I am because you support me. Then he said, that there was he got sick. We had a concert on Saturday. He got sick on Monday. His voice got lost. His voice got lost on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. He later on regained it on Thursday. What would we have done? Hey, if Saturday came and Pere did not come with his voice. Ah, the voice that makes people want to cry, want to choke themselves. What if he came without it? What would he have done? Thank God. Thank God he gained his voice. So it's a testimony that he shared with us on the after party, greeted people, made photos. In fact, when he was coming in, he was asking people, why are you putting me up there on the podium? You should make me sit here where everybody else is sitting. Look at the humility of that. No, nobody was going to change me from being a Golo. Golo was still a leaf for me. I want to leave that guy. I love artists who are humble. I love artists who recognize the efforts of fans, the efforts that fans go to, or the how far fans go to just to show their love. I love that kind. I love those kind of artists, and those ones will always have my support. Then he went to the other after. Of course, it was spectacular because me, I now saw the images after that. Hey, guys, no, that was a concert and a half. That was a concert and a half. Chances are he's probably going to do the next concert that we have been told is in London in Ovo Arena, and people are like, why are you going to perform where other people have performed before? So let me answer on his behalf, because he has to correct. He has to correct some things that were not done correctly. So those places that wrong things were done, he has to come and correct them, like that. Ah, hi, Oyali. Please give me a signal if you got your package because we never got a chance to meet. We never got a chance to meet, but please give me a send me even these emojis so I know you got your package. It's like that. Anywhere, even if he performs in heaven, we have to go there and correct things. Eh? Because it's embarrassing the whole continent. You cannot just okay. Please do, please let me know, just so that we know that the deal is over. Share any plans for East Africa? We really need him. Ah, for now I know that there is I tell you, oh yeah, I'll sleep at your place. So I'll sleep at your place. I tell you. Yeah, next up is London. I was told he's performing in November. And me, I'm wondering, November is far. Hmm? November is very far. How we cannot reach there, surely. So I know that he has a Europe tour for now. And I also know that he's probably going to perform, going to have an American tour, maybe as well after that. But around December time, around Christmas time, most of them like doing concerts at home. That is what I have discovered. So chances are he might want to do concerts back at home. But Gilbert, chenye naweza tu sema ni the problem with the producers or event organizers, especially from Kenya, where I come from. I think tunakuanga na shida ya organization. I don't think they receive these artists the way they're supposed to be received. That is something that somebody has to tell. I don't know who's going to tell them, but they treat these artists like they're, man, these people are they fill up stadiums abroad. So are not people to joke with, not people you just receive and put in the podium just like that. So I think it's also making them avoid performing in a place like our country, for example. But maybe they perform in Tanzania often, because they're received well and they're treated like with the persona that they are. That's it. But anyway, I will pass a message um to people who could pass a message to him that people in East Africa are yearning for him. But I know deep down, like from the last time he performed it in Kenya at the Lokole Festival, I personally did not like the way the organizers were treating him. Just somebody that's just supposed to be like, just, you know, he climbed the podium and no, the organization was not. I tell you. No, we just need to have platforms like this where people actually speak about it, and then it will be changed. It was messy. It wasn't nice. Even when Mopawa was there in Kisumu, it was messy. I didn't like that. It's just, you don't just you need to understand and respect the magnitude of these artists. I think most of the event organizers in Kenya have not yet understood how magnanimous or how powerful these artists are. The day they do, probably then these guys will start coming home faster or often, more often. So that is it. I know that there's London in November, and we are hoping that he's probably going to do a few more within before November, because I do not think we're going to wait until November. It's a bit too far. It's a bit too far. People want to have to experience fairy every time. So he should come to maybe come to Germany or Swiss or something, or Holland. You know, let me just hope that he will come. So I think I have talked about everything that I want to talk about. The concert went very well. The ambience was giving. People love him. People who are willing to go extra. Like myself, I stayed a few days after Saturday because I was not believing that the concert is over. Any bar you went to, you just want to sit down and have a drink, is packed. There's no place to sit. Whether you're going during the day, whether you're going to the afternoon or you're going in the night, there were no spaces to sit, man. Eh? If you want to have your drink, you just buy your own bottles, go and drink it in your hotel then. Or you come on time. yeah, that was it. So um I don't think there's any other thing that I have not said. I would like to especially thank Espoir. Merci Mingi Espoir. We really had a lot of fun together. It was we had our own after in the after. Merci na mama Bernice ne oyambakinga bien. Merci mingi. Merci na Espoir. Na oya na Bruxelles, nde tosololaki il faut to rebandela, rebandela. Na iloba ya quadra. Oui, oh biso, code says ezoya, ebebe bonga, ya. Ah, botika fere. Botika le padre. Papa Hervé. Toujours. So thank you guys. You demanded that I do an analysis of it. I hope I did well. Wana penza mobondo ya musuni penza. Avant concert na kati ya concert na après concert. Eh! Ha! Ba bar etondaki, ba hotel, ba restaurant. My God. Eh, botika ko. So I need to work on his playlist. How do you mean his playlist? I wish I would be able to invite you. Would you send a this is us, oh biso pensa eh Bagola botiki Bruxelles na defo. Eh, there were two concerts on that Saturday. I'm not hearing photo about another one. No. Eh, Bagola pensa bohami. Mama be bokangi internet moninga abeti kote mosusu mutu ata moko azolobela ye te à cause de vous bagolwa eh he's not singing all his hit songs. um I think if we take an example of the Double Adidas Arena, he really did a lot of his hit songs. I think it's also time because what Livalier, Allah. Ah, Basanti Penza. Nobody's talking about them. Ah, my God. Ah, bagola balingaka ya papa ewe na ganda eh mabondo ya misuni yaya tikako hmm. Me, I'm just having the images of not enough time for him. Yes, exactly. um at the ENG Arena, there was, before concerts used to happen like the whole night. They used to start around midnight and they would go until 6 a.m. So the artist has a lot of time to sing a lot of things. But nowadays, the concerts are like every time a match quarter, toucher, jouer, jugement, 5 kilo. Yeah, I understand you. I really, really do understand you. But like I said, before um before concerts used to take place from midnight till morning, but nowadays they have changed the strategy. You are supposed to perform before midnight. Like you are given like 3 hours alone. So imagine in 3 hours he might not be able to sing all of it, but I get your point. What I know is that when we were doing the Double Adidas Arena, he sang a lot of those good hits. And he's also somebody who engages with the crowd. When we were in Geneva, there were songs that he sang because we demanded for it. A song like Vita Imana was performed in Geneva because we demanded for it. A song like Ma Meilleure Chemise was also, no, Troisième Droite was also requested in Geneva, and that was not in the playlist. So that is also a quality that he has. So sometimes when you are expecting him to sing Maboko Pamba, he will demand for people on the ground to tell him what he's going to sing. Maboko Pamba is a great hit, but nowadays, we are preferring to sing Elimine because the industry has become brutal. That is the truth of the matter. The industry has become brutal, where if you have a podium and an opportunity to send a message, you send a coded message. So instead of singing Maboko Pamba, we will sing Elimine. Yes, we have to pass the message. Yeah. We don't use curtains, you do. Ipana biso rido ezakate. Ipana biso mpiaka ezakate. So those are the messages that we have to give you. You also have to feel it, because you also have a place where you have your power on us, which is like the visa side. That is where you can hold and bend us and puppet us a little. But you see on this side, on the ground, eh? Na terrain, we have to give you a coded message. So that is it. So but you'll still have time to do like a medley even before. Yeah. I think it is a message that can be sent to him. He's somebody that listens. Let us wait for what will happen at Ovo Arena, and hopefully he's going to perform in another European country uh, before Ovo Arena, because November is too far. Yeah, Golwa, we cannot wait until November. Is too far. Abu Mabiso, we die. No, he has to do like a performance, maybe in Holland or in Germany. Let's hope. What we are sure of is a concert in London, and probably he's going to do. He has a lot of songs. People love a few of his songs, but we should also not deny the fact that Dynasty is an album that people have really come to love, you know. And probably he's singing a lot of songs from Dynasty because there are some collabos with artists that probably he would want to perform with together. But I think it's a message that can be sent to him. Yeah. Golwaz, he's somebody that listens to Golwaz, whether he will not listen to you directly, but if you pass a message to another person that will pass a message to another person, it will get to him. Like the entrance was something that, him is a simple guy, just like to walk, in the Wenge style, walk. Yeah. So, yeah. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming to the live. I just wanted to tell you, my own analysis, how things happened at the concert. Everything went well. People checked in well. People the balcony was full. I mean, the arena was full. We are being told that you know, why is it that we did not get a plaque? Usually, you're given a plaque when you feel in a stadia or you feel in a hall. So why is it that we did not get our own plaque? But who are we? People went and asked the owners of ENG Arena, is it through you people you normally give plaques when people feel in a stadium? And there's an official statement from the ENG Arena. We have never given people plaques because they feel in a stadium, because we are just the hall. We give you the hall. Your producer is the one who is supposed to give you the plaque. So we are wondering, these plaques that people are pasting on us, who gave you people? Because it is not ENG Arena. Next time, I hope he reduces the timing of the songs so he can sing many. Yeah. Probably he should do like a medley. Yeah, should do like a medley. He sings one part and then gets into the other and gets into the. But these songs are sweet. People usually just want to sing everything. A song like Elimine or Second Chance. These are songs that people love of late. You can't miss singing them. You know, Vita Imana was sung in Geneva, and I think songs like Vita, he knows that people who are at home, because if you look at it very yeah, they lied. Huh? So, these are like the things that Ferregola is trying to correct. It's like, me, I will not come and contrast you, but I'll just act. Then everybody is going to see the truth on the limelight. The ENG said then they don't give plaques. And they even say there's no hall that gives plaques. Plaques are given by the people who are organized the events. Yes. So they should tell us which ENG is that one that give them plaques. Mm. So I don't know what's happening with my life now. I have to end the live because something is happening. Something is happening to it. Has it been something is happening to it? Has it been reported, Mike? Reported, Mike. Ah, ah, oh gosh. I do not know what happened. Oh gosh. I do not know what happened. Happened. Mm, 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 mm. You seem to continue with your to continue with your I do not know what is happening with my life actually. You are living housing. I know. You are living housing. I know.